As we approach Remembrance Day, many of our old soldiers are worried about the new generation of veterans. Those who served in and survived Afghanistan are home now, but for many, every day is a painful struggle. Post-traumatic stress has taken a terrible toll. Tonight's everyday hero not only understands that, he's doing his best to help.
Tim Laidler served 8 months in Afghanistan. That was 2008. When the corporal returned from duty, he felt numb.
I thought it was normal to, shut your feelings down if they bothered you, because that's what we'd learned in the military, and that's how I dealt with everything.
So his best friend convinced him to take part in a study at the University of British Columbia called the Veterans Transition Program. A group of psychologists was trying to help vets with post-traumatic stress disorder.
I said to him, this is a really good thing for people, and it worked well for me in this way, and Tim, you might want to give it a go.
Even just talking about it with my civilian friends is more difficult. They assume it's just like the Hollywood movies.
Laidler thought it was going to be a bunch of guys sharing their feelings. It was more than that. The veterans helped each other set goals to transition from soldier to civilian.
It gave me that life purpose again. It gave me something to chase after and really be passionate about.
Laidler became so passionate about the program, he took the job of executive director. He now campaigns to get funds and has rolled the Veterans Transition Network across the country. What began as a program for 12 vets has now reached 400.
He's a big advocate for veterans, but mostly I think it's generally speaking, it's his heart. His heart is in the right place, and people see that and they respond to it.
And that heart has managed to convince others to get help and pay it forward by becoming volunteers.
I see him as being such a shining star and a rising star at such a young age. He has a maturity about him, and he and I also connect with our very deep need, it seems, to reach out and help other veterans that are struggling.
He genuinely cares, which comes across when you talk to him. So, and he's been there for me when I've needed a hand.
Canadian vets don't like to be called heroes. They prefer warriors, and this warrior doesn't need any medals for the work he's doing.
People who go through it, other veterans, so many times who come back and shook my hand and say, hey, listen, thanks so much for staying on me to get into this program. You can see usually just like a slight change in their voice, and they report all the benefits that help them, but also their families.
And that's what makes Tim Laidler this week's everyday hero.